Now we're going to write a kernel essay about a problem that cannot be fixed. Or maybe it just can't be fixed as fast as we wish it would. Can you think of some problems that can't be fixed? Maybe you have a closet that doesn't have enough room in it. Or maybe you wish you had your own room altogether and you don't. Or maybe you lost a shoe and it's gone forever. You've been looking for it and that shoe is just gone. Or maybe you have too much homework at the end of the day and you just can't get it done and have fun. Or what? Some problem. Maybe there's just no milk in the house and you can't eat your cereal in the morning. That's a problem and it can't be fixed because the bus is almost here and there's still no milk. So let's everybody think of one problem that you have that can't be fixed. I know one. I had a toilet the other day that when I flushed it, it overflowed and it went icky, water all over the floor. And I didn't know how to fix that. And it was late at night and I didn't know what to do. So that's the problem I have that can't be fixed. I mean, it was fixed later, but right then it couldn't be fixed. So my problem was the toilet overflowing. It was gross. The toilet overflowing when I flushed it. Ugh. I hope it never happens to you. So now there are four questions that I want to ask, and we can either draw pictures or write whole sentence answers. So the first question is, where were you? So where I was at home. I was at home in the bathroom. In the bathroom. The second question, and if you're not writing sentences yet, you could just draw a picture. The second question is, what did you not have that you needed? I didn't have any way to fix the toilet. I didn't know how. I didn't have tools. I didn't have the experience. I did not know how to fix the toilet. I didn't know how to stop it from overflowing. It was really gross. And I was all by myself. It was nasty. I hope you don't tell people about this. That would be embarrassing. Number 3. What did that make me do? What did that make you do? Well, it made me first jump up and down and go, oh no! It made me back out of the bathroom and start wondering who I should call. It made me get some towels and put them on the floor so it wouldn't keep going out. Let's see, it made me try to dry up the floor first. And number 4, what did that make you do? Well, that made me have to wash my hands a lot. That made me have to wash my hands. And I also had to wash the towels later on. That made me have to wash everything. The floor too. My hands, the floor, the towels. Felt like I was washing everything. Okay. And there's my kernel essay. I'm going to read it now. Problem that can't be fixed. And this has 4 parts. Actually, it's like 4 questions, and the kernel essay is the 4 answers. So, here's my kernel essay. I was at home in the bathroom. I didn't know how to stop the toilet from overflowing. It made me try to dry up the floor. That made me have to wash my hands and the towels and the floor. It was gross. Maybe I should write that in there too, huh? Or just draw a picture of gross. So all I need to do now is write in here the 4 steps to the kernel essay's structure, which were where I was. The second box is what I didn't have. That's usually part of a problem that can't be solved, like what you need that you didn't have. The third part is what that made me do. It's a cause and effect. What that made me do. And the last one is, then what that made me do, almost like a chain reaction. And now, I could use the same structure for all kinds of problems. We're going to call that a problem that can't be fixed. Instead of saying a kind of a boring structure, the 5-paragraph essay, like there was a problem and there were 3 something, and then again the problem was what. Instead, this is a more interesting way to talk about it. The problem that can't be fixed. And there's my kernel essay. Now, would you like to know where this kernel essay came from? Where this structure came from? The toilet overflowing what came from my life, but the structure did not come from my life or my head. This structure I borrowed from something else. Would you like to know what it was? Here it is. It comes from this book by Corwin, Text Structures from Nursery Rhymes. It's a nursery rhyme. Can you guess which one it is? You can't? There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. So she gave them some broth without any bread, and she whipped them all soundly and sent them to bed. That's the same structure. Where was she? There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. What did she not have? She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. So she didn't know what to do. That's what she didn't have. What did that make her do? She gave them some broth without any bread. And what else it made her do? She whipped them all soundly and sent them to bed. Poor lady, poor kids. That's a nursery rhyme. And it's now a structure that we can use to talk about any problems we have that can't be fixed. Say it with me. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. So she gave them some broth without any bread, and she whipped them all soundly and sent them to bed. Thank you for joining me for this nursery rhyme and text structure. We have 52 others that are just as fun.